Are you unknowingly sabotaging your heart health every single day, without even realizing it? There's one everyday activity millions of older adults do that could be silently raising your blood pressure, straining your heart, and increasing your risk of stroke, especially after age 70. And the most shocking part? It's something most people think is harmless, or even healthy. So before you do it again today, watch this to the end. Because once you know what it is and how to stop it, you could literally save your life or someone you love. Let's start with a fact that doctors and researchers have been warning about for years. High blood pressure is one of the most dangerous, silent killers in older adults. It causes no pain, no obvious symptoms, and yet it quietly damages your heart, brain, kidneys, and even your vision, over time. And get this. According to the American Heart Association, nearly 70% of people over 65 already have high blood pressure, many of them without knowing it. But here's where it gets worse. There's a daily activity, something so common it blends into your routine, that's making your blood pressure worse without warning. We're talking about the real culprit, too much sitting. That's right. Prolonged sitting. Whether it's sitting on the couch watching TV, reading for hours, working at a desk, or scrolling endlessly on your phone or tablet. Sitting for long periods of time is now scientifically linked to elevated blood pressure. A recent study published in Hypertension, a journal by the American Heart Association, found that older adults who sit for more than 4 hours a day without breaks had significantly higher blood pressure readings, even if they exercised. In fact, one doctor called sitting the new smoking when it comes to aging and cardiovascular health. But why exactly does sitting raise blood pressure? Let's break it down. When you sit for long periods, blood flow slows down, especially to the lower body. Veins become less efficient at sending blood back to the heart. Muscles that help regulate blood sugar and pressure become inactive. Your nervous system sends stress signals to compensate. And this all puts more strain on your heart, causing blood pressure to rise over time. Even worse, if you're watching intense TV shows, scrolling through heated news, or sitting in poor posture, your cortisol levels spike, adding to the pressure. Now, you might be thinking, but I exercise in the morning, so I'm good, right? Not exactly. New research shows that even regular exercisers are at risk if they sit too long during the day. It's not about how much you move, it's about how often you don't. Let's talk about when this becomes the most dangerous. For many older adults, the afternoon slump, typically between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., is when extended sitting happens most. Whether it's after lunch, watching TV, reading, or napping in a recliner, the body slips into low circulation mode, heart rate drops, and the blood pressure regulation system becomes sluggish. This is why many heart attacks and strokes occur in the late afternoon or early evening, when the body's blood flow has been compromised by hours of inactivity. And here's something surprising. A 2022 study by the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology found that seniors who break up sitting every 30 minutes with light movement had lower average systolic blood pressure, by up to 13 points. So, what can you do to stop this silent blood pressure spike from sitting too long? Here are 5 easy strategies that could protect your heart starting today. 1. Stand or walk every 30 minutes. Set a timer on your phone or smartwatch. Even standing up and walking for 2 to 3 minutes makes a huge difference. 2. Stretch near a wall or chair. Try gentle leg stretches or calf raises during TV commercials. Movement improves circulation and reduces stiffness. 3. Drink water regularly. Hydration helps maintain blood volume and reduce vascular resistance. It also encourages more bathroom breaks, which means more standing. 4. Use a standing desk or elevated surface. For reading or scrolling, try standing or leaning on a high table for a portion of the day. 5. Avoid the couch trap. Don't get too cozy. Use a firmer chair or an alarm to remind you to move. Now here's something that's often overlooked. Prolonged sitting isn't just bad for your heart, it affects your mood and brain. When you sit too long, brain fog increases, circulation to the brain slows down, and your stress hormone, cortisol, can rise, especially if you're sedentary while consuming negative news or social media. But movement, even a light walk, boosts dopamine, serotonin, and oxygen to your brain. It's like pressing the mental reset button. This is especially important after 70, when cognitive sharpness is essential for quality of life. Here's a real-life story. Meet Mr. John, aged 74, from Indiana. A retired teacher, John spent most of his afternoons reading and watching television. He had no idea that his blood pressure had crept up to dangerous levels until a dizzy spell landed him in the ER. Doctors asked about his habits, and guess what? John sat for nearly 6 to 7 hours a day without breaks. He made one simple change, setting a kitchen timer to remind him to stand every 30 minutes. After 6 weeks, his blood pressure dropped by 15 points, and he reported better sleep, more energy, and even lost 5 pounds. Small changes. Big results. Let's be clear, sitting isn't the enemy. Stillness is. It's the lack of movement that's slowly raising your blood pressure, stressing your heart, and aging your body faster than it should. And after 70, you can't afford to ignore it. So if you're watching this while sitting, stand up, stretch, walk to the kitchen, open a window, move. Your body, and your heart, will thank you. And don't keep this life-saving tip to yourself. Share this video with a friend or parent who sits too long every day. You could be saving their life too.